Welcome everybody to this week's question and answer video. My name is David. This is Damar's Coaching. I do this every single Monday. I'm answering your guys' questions from the last video, last Monday. And if you have any questions, please go down below into the comment section down there. Ask anything you want. Come back next Monday, see my answer. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I missed a question or if I misunderstood it or you don't understand mine. And keep the questions going. This is very complex stuff, so one question might not help you understand the situation you're in. So please keep asking me. All I ask is you guys give us your locations. Let us know where you are. Be general as you want. Planet, hemisphere, whatever, country. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for subbing to the channel. Thanks for subscribing. And thumbs up. Okay, let's get into the questions. There are several. First one is from Healing Family. Or no, first one is from Emily in South Africa. Hi, Emily. People have to pay fines for physical violence. They should also have to pay fines for verbal abuse. It sounds good. I don't condone it. I don't approve of it. But that would be too hard to know, wouldn't it? I think what I wrote down is there's millions. I said that looks like a million people accusing the other of saying bad things, right? You accuse someone of saying verbally abusing you, then they're going to say you're verbally abusing them. A lot of courts, a lot of money, a lot of effort, a lot of energy, not necessary. We have freedom of speech here, so that wouldn't work very well here too. But what's better, Emily, is to increase your self-awareness, know who you are, and learn how to protect yourself so you never get verbally abused again. You have to understand verbal abuse, as bad as it is, we take it once and let's not take it again. We don't give people second chances for things you would never do the first time. So it sounds good, Emily. I understand, but we got to learn how to protect ourselves, how to not get involved with people that abuse others at all. Any abuse. Yeah. And Raul Rodriguez from Healing Family from California. Hello. Usually a genuine smile from a person will most likely show their crow's feet. Right? Yes. A genuine smile, you'll see the wrinkles all the way up here in their eyes. Not just, I always say this. Here's a sociopath. Right? It doesn't matter what this is doing. You see that? See how this doesn't change? Fake. Someone that is pretending a genuine smile, maybe like an antisocial person, will likely not show much affect and no crow's feet will show. Typically, not always. You can practice. I'm pretty good at fake smiles and getting this to do that. You know, not everyone. Yeah, I also smile a lot. I'm a happy person. I think that helps. Easier to just smile when I need to, when I want to. If a genuinely good person is smiling, but no crow's feet are showing because they get Botox, would that smile look like a smile similar to one of an antisocial smile with no affect? Well, similar, right? If your face doesn't move because you Botox, you might want to think about not doing that anymore. Something that has temporary good effects and forever bad effects. Why would you do that? But your question is pretty, would their smile look the same? It's similar. Yeah, but if they're not a sociopath or psychopath and they're smiling because it's genuine and they're happy and all you don't see is this, right? You might be able to tell by the tone, or you know that they're not a miserably depressive person. Like I said, I smile, I can make those work because I'm generally a happy-go-lucky person. Smiling is easy. I do it most of the time, most of my life. You said, silly question, and I hope you understand what I mean. Yeah, of course I understand. And I said, I get it, you're on the right track. I'll answer your question and elaborate. So does that help? I mean, we can't literally sit there and be like, oh, there's no crow's feet, so that's fake. It's not literal. It's not every time. When you want to understand people's intent, behaviors, how they're feeling, if they're trying to hide it, stuff like this, like deception, we look for clusters. So one isn't good enough. But I'm never happy and I'm always lying and faking who I am, and now I'm smiling with no crow's feet. See that cluster? Or three things happening all at once. Like you just did something that would totally offend me, and I'm like, no, I'm fine. And there's something else, another factor. My dog just died yesterday, and I'm like, no, I'm happy. That's 3 clusters, probably deception. Let me know if that helps. Good to see you. Rindon or Rindon again. The name of your channel's Jake, but you said Rindon again. Is that your name? Let me know. I'd like to know. Ryndon. Rindon? Or is that a misspell? Or your name's Jake? I don't know. Let me know. And guess what? Let us know where you are. Let us know your locations. Where are you? Rindon, Jake? Who are you? What's your name? And then you said, Rindon again, another day. I keep my head up. Yesterday I was attacked again. I found words that you said out of my mouth. He retreated and left. However, my house was vandalized. Who cares? Material things are nothing. I slept for the first time in a while. Okay, well, you're just kind of making a statement, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but who cares? Material things are nothing. That's a great attitude. Isolated by itself, I don't own many things, and it's great. It's wonderful. But someone come into my house and destroy what I do own does matter. And it's not just about material damage or material things or loss. It's about how it made you feel, which you didn't say. But I'm going to assume that sucks. And when he finally left, I slept for the first time. So how about we separate ourselves from this person, get help to do that, file police reports, stuff like this, things that he's not allowed to do, because property damage is illegal. So you could literally get him arrested for that. And then you probably feel guilty and scared and don't want to do that. And hire someone. Hire someone so you can get better sleep every single night. Yeah, you're worth it. Hello, David, from Toronto, Canada. Oh, it's Elena. Hi, Elena. Thank you again for another great video and answering my question about enabling people with BPD. You nailed it. Thank you for telling me. Your hard work and dedication is highly appreciated. I want you to know that. You are truly help healing. Thank you. Your next question. Is about how BPD is developed in your personal opinion. Is it always parents' fault? And thank you in advance for answering the question. Big hug. Big hug back to you, Elena. Okay. It's not definitive. There's 3 parts who make up who we are, period. And when it comes to personality disorders, all 3 are factors. And it's genetic, it's culture, society, and upbringing, parents, environment. So the biggest factor of personality disorders in the cluster B is environment. Now, does that mean that every BPD that grew up had parents that were abusive? Supposedly not. Supposedly they could be born with a genetic predisposition to emotional instability, anxiety, things like this, and then pressure from culture makes them have BPD. I don't believe it. I do believe it has to have that element of environment of at least neglect, abuse, trauma. It could be mild, it could be one parent, it could be single isolated things. But just to say that the 3 factors that make up who we are, and no, it doesn't always have to be parents, is bullshit. Fucking bullshit. No one's born BPD, and culture doesn't make BPD. If you have parents that are not neglectful, that are not abusive, that care for you, love you, and provide what you need unconditionally, there's no reason for that child to develop BPD. That's just my personal opinion. Is it always parents' fault? That's a hard thing to say. No. Because there's genetic predisposition and there is culture. Those are factors. Is there ever a case where both parents are completely 100% innocent? Nope. I don't know if that helps you, Elena. I know sometimes you want a definitive black and white answer, but there isn't one. Is it always the parents' fault? Nope. It's never just the parents' fault. How about that? Serengeti line, don't remember where you're from. Maybe you'll say it at the end here. No. Sorry, I don't remember where you're from. Remind us again. The BPD male I know, his own mother enables him as if he's a child and he's 44 years old. Nice. His mother is now 75 and works every day. That's beautiful. 75, can't retire, and scumbag son doesn't work. He went for a long time, at least 2.5 years since I've known him, with no job. He wasn't even trying to get one. His mother was, and may still be, paying all the bills, his monthly phone bill, and giving him spending money. He was supposed to be paying child support for 2 kids. Yet this is what happens. This scenario right here is deadbeat dad. Every time. You do not have children with men that don't work and live with mommy. You know, it's like the person in the ghetto complaining they have 5 kids with 4 dads and they're all losers. Well, yeah, they're all gang members when you got pregnant with them. What did you expect? You know? I'm not blaming you, by the way. This is his fault and his mother's fault. I know he spent some of the money. Well, you said he was supposed to be paying child support for 2 kids also. I know he spent some of the money his mother was giving him to buy scratch-offs for the lottery. Nice. I told him a year ago because he's going to be rich someday somehow. I told him a year ago he should be ashamed. His 75-year-old mother couldn't quit work if she wanted to for keeping his 44-year-old ass up. And she has a car. She just gave him a set of her car keys. He would come and go anytime he wanted. Run her gas out, not put any in. I texted her 3 months ago. So you contacted his mom, huh? She just gave him a set of her car keys. He would come and go anytime he wanted. You texted her 3 months ago at 10 p.m. one night, told her I had already told her son to stay off my property. I was going to call the police. She responded saying, if he gets arrested, please let me know so I can hunt my car down before work. Her only car. So yeah, she's enabling him. I guess she still cooks every day, but I don't know for sure. Well, I thought you had a question of some kind, but yeah, that is the best recipe for deadbeat dad. Yeah, no accountability, no responsibility, can't take care of himself, and now he's supposed to take care of children. Not gonna happen. And never has to be responsible or accountable. Mom's always there to not let him be. Mom is extremely codependent and never wanted him to grow up. I don't care what she says or complains about now. Miles from Orange County, California. Hi, Miles. Maybe they aren't inherently evil, but they are inherently chaotic and destructive. What are we supposed to categorize them as then if they aren't evil or bad? I think chaotic and destructive fits. They are also dangerous to the mental health and well-being of those around them. Absolutely, I agree with you, Miles. And I think that your new outlook is much better. And so labels, I mean, you know, if you're talking about borderline narcissist, they have that's a label, that's a diagnosis, and it explains a lot of their behaviors. You can call them sick, you can call them toxic, destructive, chaotic, unstable, sure. But evil and bad just doesn't work. Evil and bad, they do evil and bad things, evil, bad behaviors, evil things to other people, sure. I think that will serve you better, Miles. Astra. Hi, David. I'm on planet Earth, USA. Thank you. Thanks for your answer to my question regarding borderline and delusional jealousy, answered in your video. How does the borderline feel every day? Whenever I start reminiscing about the good times, I think of how you said severe mental illness, and I remember how he would suddenly, without warning, shift into a very scary, psycho-looking person within seconds for no discernible reason. So thank you. By the way, could you tell us about the painting on your wall? Not to be gross, but it kind of reminds me of a bloody eyeball. Anyway, keep up the good work. You're very funny sometimes. Thank you, Astra. That's your name. This is a metal, it's a round piece of metal, abstract art. That's all. Not a bloody eyeball. Or it could be a bloody eyeball, I guess. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Bio-shocking. Hello, David. Jay from South Carolina. Hello, Jay. My boss was such a degenerate, promiscuous woman, it was making me ill. How do I get past the extreme sexual triangulation she put me through and objectification she did as well? How do I learn to trust again to even want to deal with women when many videos on YouTube show the state of women and the state of dating to just be awful? Yeah, it's pretty bad lately. So, Jay, we have a past experience. We can't change. We need to feel better about it. So we go get help. Yeah, if you don't know what to do, you don't know how, get somebody that knows how to help you. Do it. How do you learn to trust again? It's not about trusting other people. The only way we can trust other people is to trust them. There is no other way. We need to learn to trust ourselves. So by understanding your experience very, very well, learning everything you can from it will help you trust yourself again and around other people and women. So hire somebody that knows what they're doing. helps you understand, express all these things, get it all out of you so you feel all better and heal from it. But we really need to understand what happens so that you don't have to think that you can't trust other people anymore. Of course, there's people that you can trust, but we need to know what we're doing here and approach people and relationships much better. Okay? Thanks. Let me know if there's some other way I can help you. JM, Bay Area. How do I win my teenage kids back? They have been manipulated and lied to by my ex-wife. She told them I'm a narcissist and a bad person. I never divorced her because she said she would kill herself. Well, that's one way to get your kids back. Divorce her. 29 years married, and she has been brainwashing my kids over the course of 10 years while I was working 60 hours a week. Jesus. Please make a video on how to talk to kids and tell them the truth. I walked away from her finally, but I want my kids back. I'm very sorry. This is so sad. Parental alienation is not okay in this country. You live in this country. So get a lawyer, start documenting everything that she's been doing to alienate you from your children, and start getting a good lawyer to make a motion to get these kids back in your life, because she has no right to do any of this. None. I don't care what she claims, what she accuses. They don't care about that shit. They don't want to take, courts don't want to take kids away from parents. Okay? So you have rights. You have rights to these children. Now, you must request that they be in therapy. That's the one way to help them the most. Dad, get into therapy, get the children into therapy so that they start getting some healthy things told to them about their mother, about you. It would be good to have a female therapist, since they don't know what a good, healthy role model of a woman or a mother or a wife is. So if you can find a therapist for yourself and find a therapist for the children, find a lawyer to get these kids back in your life. That's the way you're going to do it. You're not going to do it by begging, pleading, or doing everything she's telling you to do. It doesn't work. You get a lawyer, know your rights, and file motions to get these children back in your life. And then once they do, you demand that they're in therapy. You start documenting everything they say, everything she does. Oh, she's going to kill herself. That's just disgusting. Document that. That's what the courts need to hear. That's what the courts need to see. Okay? There's no right she has to just keep the kids away from you. So once you start getting stuff in process, you'll at least be able to see your kids. You said, how do I talk to kids? We want to meet their needs unconditionally. We don't want to overcompensate for mom. We need structure, we need schedule, we need regiment, we need punishment. And so it would probably help you to learn how to be a great father and learn to meet their needs unconditionally all the time. The structure, the everything, this, that, kids prefer that. So mommy can spoil them. Mommy can talk bad about dad. They hate that, by the way. Once they start coming over to you, feeling better, feeling stable, feeling structure, things like this, they will feel better. They'll appreciate it more. Besides, don't worry that they're going to grow up someday. They're going to look back on this and see that, oh, mom just spoiled us and talked shit about dad all the time. Kids hate people that talk bad about their parents. Don't do that. Don't talk bad about their mom. There becomes an age-appropriate time that the dad that you believe is appropriate to tell them how sick their mother is, and do it with kindness, love, and respect. Explain to them that's why that you guys can't be together anymore, because mom has severe mental illness. They will probably could use a lot of help on how to navigate mom, but they might be defensive and not want to do that with you, and they need help. They need someone to help them do that. Okay? Let me know if you have any other questions. Good luck. I'm really sorry, Jay, or JM. But it's not a death sentence, okay? Fight. Get those kids back in your life. They need it just as much as you. Scott from Pennsylvania. Hello, Scott. Hello, David. Why do they isolate you and always expect you to be waiting for them? Is that like a power trip for them and sort of a control thing? Well, I mean, you could say it's grandiose entitlement, right? You don't need a life. You just sit here and wait for me all day, kind of like a dog. But it's about the isolation. And so when there's a predator, an abuser, someone in your life is isolating you, they know what they're doing. They know who they are. They know they're disgusting. They know they're mentally ill, dysfunctional. They know that you are going to know soon. And you're going to leave them. and they will try to control you. All of this is control, Scott. The person you're asking about is doing nothing but trying to control you. Every single thing they do, good, positive, bad, negative, feels good, feels bad, scary, warm, all of it is to control you. And so we start isolating you. I don't want anywhere near you. I'm not going to lose you. You're not. No one else is going to take you away from me. No, you don't need to spend time at all with anybody. I don't like it. They might tell you about me. They might tell you that, what you don't know, what I'm keeping from you, how I'm manipulating you and lying to you and keeping under the radar somehow with you. But your friends will know. Your therapist will know. Your family, mom and dad, they're all going to hate me, not like me, not want you around me, and they're going to get you away from me. And I can't control you, right? I can't control you if you respect your mom as much as me and then you go over to your mom sometimes. No, fuck that. No. Your mom's gross. She hates you. She hates me. I don't like her. She's wrong. She's abusing you. Stop. That's all it is. It's just nothing but control. I own you. You're my property. I don't give you free reign to have free spirit, think freely and all that, because then you're just going to stop doing what I want. It's a parasite, but they're killing you. So eventually, they're not going to get what they want from you eventually. Rose from the United Kingdom. Hello, Rose. Okay, this is a bit of an odd question, but I will try. This one is more for me. These past few weeks, I felt a bit odd. And maybe some years have gone by where it's as though it was a dream, a nightmare, not really me. As if I'm doing things now, feeling more like me, which I didn't notice any difference at time until now. So I can't tell you exactly what it is, Rose. You might have been dissociating a little bit at times in your life. You look back, can't really mean it. You look at things and it feels like a dream or a nightmare. But what I do know about you, Rose, is that you've been in a marriage with a very neglectful, abusive person for a very, very long time. Years. And we lose who we are, Rose. He didn't meet your needs, never has, never will. Doesn't care what you want, doesn't help you get it. Probably keeps you from getting it. Makes you feel bad, doesn't care, doesn't ever try to stop, just keeps making you feel bad. Do you understand this is you? So here's what you need. It's being neglected, gone. Right? Here's what you want, doesn't care, stop thinking about it. Here, you feel bad, try to neglect that. Since you feel bad, Rose, and you can't make yourself feel better with him, then you just try to bury it, ignore it, suppress it. This is you. He obviously doesn't value morals at all, and I know you do. So you had to compromise who you are to let him in your life. Didn't know it, wasn't aware of it. Now you're starting to. So we lose a sense of who we are. We pull back. He stops abusing you a little bit. He's thinking about moving and stuff. I think looks like that you've been able to emotionally separate a little bit from him. And maybe you're getting a sense of yourself back. Maybe you're comforting yourself. Maybe you're making yourself feel better. Maybe you know what you want and you've done something today to get towards that. Get closer to it. Maybe you're sticking more closer to your values. Do you see that? Rose, I've told you a million times, please get help. Please just hire someone to talk to. Please. Or tell me why not. Emily Baltimore. Hi, Emily Baltimore. He has moved to the country, and since he is the new guy, everyone is stroking his ego. Why does he treat everyone like Charming Charlie to all these people? Will he crash and burn those people eventually? Emily Baltimore. Emily, were you the one that asked me the same question last week? I got the same question last week, but I don't remember you. I think might have been someone else. I think it's just coincidence. So people like psychopaths, narcissists, toxic people, right? They can be very charming, magnetic at first. Yeah, walk into a party and they demand attention, whether they really prim and proper themselves all the time, and they're outgoing and funny and whatever it is, and people, oh, this guy's funny. Yeah, I like him. I gravitate towards him. Magnetic, charming, trusting, and then eventually boom, and everybody scatters. So here you have Charming Charlie in a new neighborhood, and I'm guessing Charming Charlie is really an asshole piece of shit that abuses people, exploits them. Yeah. So he's going to come in here. He's going to be outgoing. Hey, probably has a big. You say he's got a huge ego, and they're stroking it for him. Yeah. But eventually, Charlie will surface. The real Charlie. Yeah. People will get annoyed. They'll get off put. They won't know what, but they'll just get sick of Charlie. It'll die down. It'll be gone. Usually it's about 2 months. You said five weeks, no contact. So I bet it's been 5 weeks or less since he's started with these new people. You give it another month. Watch what happens. Or NJ Budman. Don't know where you're from. Please tell us your locations. Thank you. How does jail affect female borderlines? Also, how familiar are you with a psychopath father pulling strings of a BPD daughter? By the way, she went to jail for a failed attempt. So I wasn't really sure what you wanted to know, and I asked you to be more specific, and you were. Thank you. Does being held accountable to that level change behavior? I really doubt it, but I could be wrong. When released, are they known to have blamed someone and seek revenge? So here's the deal with jail. It's real simple. I don't believe there's much reforming. So reforming is for extremely violent predators or people that have repetitive criminal behaviors. That's what reform is for. Okay? So if someone goes to prison for a few years and comes out and stops, he's not reformed because of something they did in some program in prison. It's prison. It's prison that said, you can call it reform, but it's, I don't want to go back. That's it. And so I've said this before, you have a predator. This is very typical of a rapist murderer. They might start just peeking in your windows. I'm not saying the victim, I'm saying in their life. This behavior starts with small criminal behaviors first. They might just peek in your window. Next step, they might break in just for the thrill and break out, get back out, not even do anything. Next time they might break in, cause some damage, go through your stuff. They might even touch you while you're sleeping. And then the next time they come in and they might rape you. And then the next time they might kill you. But this is gradual. Do you see that? No one just starts from here to there. And each time it's I'm getting away with it, getting away with it, getting away with it, getting away with it. If they got stopped peeking in windows and they went and served some jail time for that, they may not keep going. It's not reform. It's I don't want to go back. And if I don't get caught, keep doing it. Make sense? Let me know what you think. Thanks for telling me again. And Jordan from Sydney. Is that Australia? Hi, Jordan. Hi, David. Thanks for yet another fantastic video. You're welcome. Thank you. My BPD ex went to jail for DV, domestic violence, against me, so I definitely resonated with this. I'd love to hear you talk more about borderline NPD's use of the silent treatment and ghosting as out all the abuse. This was surprisingly what hurt me the most. The silent treatment and ghosting. Yeah. Two things. That is the number one way to show someone in your life you don't care about them. Literally. I can't think of anything more. Just don't care. See ya. Don't even tell you nothing. I don't care what happens to you. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you die when I come back. If you're dead. I don't care if this is the very last thing I say to you. Whatever. And then when I come back, I just use you. So that is for control. Period. It's just controlling behavior. One, they don't care. Two, control. Look what it did to you. It's what hurt you the most. And so control is a checklist, right? I tell you to do it, or I ask you, or let's say the manipulator, right? I try to get you to do it. I ask, I tell you, right? And then there's a checklist, right? And I keep going down until I finally have control. And when I lose control, I might start all the way at the top again. Might start love bombing, idealizing again, giving you gifts, being nice. And then it starts right down the list. Silent treatment, ghosting is towards the bottom. Then we have like threat of killing myself, threat of killing you, getting you fired, stuff like that, right? But silent treatment, ghosting, is to control you. I get away from me. Look, I'm going to leave you. Look, this person knew that hurt you the most. And because it worked the first time, they kept doing it. If they did it the first time, you said, hey, I was great that you were gone. I figured we broke up, so I went out on a couple dates. It was amazing. I met someone just beautiful. Way more, she treats me way more nicer than you treat me. Yeah, see how many more times they do that. But when you say, oh my God, just kill me, where are you, please, oh my God, I need you back, oh God, I'm sorry for everything I've done. That's what they're going to keep doing. That works. So I don't give a shit about you, and I'm trying to control you. That's it. That's it. Whether I want to go and screw someone else or just do whatever I feel like doing and not tell you, or Basically, it's just, I don't want to end it yet. Put you on the shelf. Be back later. Can you guys think of anything worse to show that you really don't care about someone? I mean, I'm comparing it literally to like hitting someone, cheating on them. I think silent treatment, ghosting's, I'm not saying it's worse. It's just shows more you don't care. Could care less. I have a term. Never do that to me ever or it's over. Do you agree to that? Okay, sure, David. Great. No surprise then. When you're gone for a couple days, few days, I don't know where you are, and you never talk to me again. You can't ghost the ghoster. Okay. I think that is it. Yes, it is. That's it, guys. Thank you for your questions. Let me know what you think of my answers, okay? Hope you guys had a good weekend. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Learn from it, figure out why, and let's fix it. Get help, people. Please. You're all worthy of help. You can find me at daviddemars.com if you want coaching. Have a beautiful week. See you guys. Bye.